Hello everyone, so I'm on the way to Caramoan because I've been told by lots of people that I really should go there, and I knew that on the way to that place I was also going to pass by the Mount Isa rock, and somewhere in that area is another very stunning location which I was also recommended to go and visit, so let's just do that. So you can already see the Mount Isa rock in the background. I didn't know exactly where the attraction is. I just knew that if I follow the street, I should end up at this because, there's only this street going up, so it just makes sense. Well, I made it to the first location. If I'm being honest, I didn't know much about this place. I've just been told that the view is incredible here, so let's just go around and explore this area a little bit.
Hello everyone, I have to go to Manila again, and normally I just drive straight to Manila, but this time I'm going on a little round trip, so I will stop at a few places, and I'm here at the first stop, which is the Hibiscus Farm. It's nearby the Mount Isa rock, and it's a very nice viewpoint with also a swimming pool as well. And I first will what is my plan? I first will, rest a little bit and then maybe also check out the whole location here.
So I started exploring this area a little bit, and as you can see, there were a couple of swimming pools, and behind that you had the most stunning view ever. There were lots of visitors here. I was a little surprised by that, and at first the weather was totally fine, but suddenly that changed and it started raining.
Wow, it's raining and I don't have a cottage. Wow. So I wanted to check out the whole resort, but then a moment ago it started raining extremely much. And the thing is, you can book a cottage here, and but that cost 1,000 pesos. And I didn't book a cottage because I don't want to stay here the whole day, so I thought it's not worth it. So when it was raining, I was just sitting like here with all my equipment, and so I'm going to the cafe over there because I don't know if the rain will come back, and I just want to stay at a dry place.
I went back to this building, and I haven't really shown much of it yet, but when you go inside, it's super cozy there, and there's even a second floor, so I of course went there as well.
I was here earlier already, but I didn't film anything, and I just want to show you the view again because it's quite nice. So let's go outside. So my plan is I don't really have a plan, is to maybe relax a little bit here more, and then later go to the animal park over there. I think it's over there. And then, for tonight, I don't know where I will stay. Maybe somewhere over there, there are some resorts. Or I will just drive to the beach over there. But I'm not sure yet.
Here you can again see my current location. So right now I'm at this building, and here on the right side is the swimming pool again. It's like an infinity pool. And when you look into the distance from this place, what you see right in front of you is the Mount Asok. I made sure to see everything, of course, and I think I now did. I think for a short day trip, this place is probably the perfect destination, but for me it was now time to go to the next location. I of course drove the same road going down again, and the next location is an animal farm. It's very nearby, maybe a 20-minute drive away, and it should be somewhere at the beginning of the mountain. Driving here was so fun. It almost only went downhill and the road was so winding. Yeah, I just loved it. Basically, I just had to drive the same road going down again, and then at some point I had to drive the mountain a little bit up again, and then I made it to the animal farm.
I'm now at the animal farm. It's more of a deer farm, and I didn't even have to pay entrance fee. And look how many there are. I didn't know that. No, I actually knew that. I know that deers live there, but it's, you know, if you think of tropical land, you don't think that deers live there. So yeah, I'm trying to feed them, but honestly, it's very scary.
There really were only deers here, and I liked it. By the way, when you look into the distance, somewhere in this direction is where the Hibiscus Camp is, but I don't know where exactly. I was at the deer farm only for a very short time before I decided to move on and go to the next location. Well, it was raining very much, so I had to drive very slowly for the first parts of the drive, but fortunately the weather got better. I haven't talked much about the next destination yet, but it is Caramoan, and I was told by lots of people that I really should go there. And I think this place got popular because of a TV show which was filmed there. But I was mainly going there because I've heard that the landscape is just breathtaking there. Halfway through, so I took a quick break somewhere along the road, and from that place I was actually able to see the locations where I had been earlier.
I'm taking a break from driving, and I don't think I said it, so I'm now on the way to the Caramoan beach. It's a kind of famous beach area. I think they also filmed some TV series over there. And I just want to show you the place where I was earlier this morning. So the hibiscus farm was over there, and still have to drive for maybe an hour. Yeah, it's slowly getting dark, so I should go back to the car. Also, a fun fact, not fun fact, it's just a fact, okay. This street didn't exist, I think, some time ago. So people who lived nearby the Caramoan area, oh, I said it wrong, they had to go by boat, and yeah, so they started, I don't know, I think they had to take the ferry from there and then go over there. Even though I can't talk, so the Caramoan place is part of the main island, but there was just no street to that place. Did you get it?
After a short break, I was back at the road again, and from here now on, it was roughly 2 more hours left to go. I ended up driving through some kind of mountain area, and you maybe can't really see it because it became quite foggy, but the road where I'm driving right now is actually kind of high. I was very glad when the way went down again, because I didn't want to drive through the mountain area when it's dark, and yeah, it now got quite late already, and I had almost made it to the resort, but then I encountered a little problem.
I hope you can see me, maybe now. I just hope that I don't look like a ghost. And I have a problem. So the way going to the resort where I want to stay is broken. So the bridge is kind of broken, I don't know exactly. And the solution is to now park your car here, and then you can ask one of these tricycle drivers here, they wait for you, and then you can ask them to bring you to the resort. And the thing is, I'm not sure yet what to do, so I still have to figure that out. Yeah, so I have now a tricycle driver. I decided to go to a resort, and I still have to pick up my stuff from the car.
Here's the broken bridge. Cars are just too big to drive over this part.
Yeah, success! I have a room here now. Finally, and it was already very late. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday evening I didn't film anything because it was already very late and I was very tired, but I got a room now next to the ocean, and for today, like always, I'm going to explore the beach area a little bit, and then maybe later I will also go to a Madonna statue, which is nearby this area. And by the way, look at this. Check this out. Yeah, so beautiful fruits here. I don't even know what it is.
It was still very early in the morning, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock, when I made my way down to the beach, but I was really surprised once I saw how the landscape looked.
Check this out, the landscape looks so nice. I was kind of surprised. I just walked to the beach and then I looked at this and I was like blown away. And by the way, you can do boat tours here. So there's one boat tour which goes into this direction, which is the short boat trip tour, whatever. And then there's another long boat tour going into this direction. And I personally, I don't know, I think I will maybe also do a boat tour, maybe not today. Yeah.
I already knew that I was not going to walk for very long. You can actually already see the end, so right where the river is. I mean, it's not really a river, but right here is where I was going to return.
That's the end now. There's a river going into the ocean, and I don't want to cross it because the water looks kind of deep. I don't think I could walk with my equipment through the river. So I'm going back slowly, and yeah, and then of course I will walk into the other direction, but I know it's not so like far.
As you maybe can see, if I would have crossed the water here, I maybe would have been able to walk for a little longer. Maybe I could have walked to the left side, I don't know, but I know that somewhere in this direction is where the long boat tours take place. Time to go back. As I've already mentioned, Caramoan is famous because of a TV show which was filmed here, and that naturally attracts lots of tourists. But honestly, as I was walking here along the beach, I didn't see any tourists, but maybe I'm also the only person going on long beach walks. And I will see a couple of tourists later on.
I'm nearly back at the resort, and as I said already, I now want to explore this side. And as you can see, I think the wave will stop at this rock formation, and it's low tide right now. Check this out. And by the way, there are a lot of jellyfish warnings here at the beach. I think a kid died some time ago because of a jellyfish. Apparently they are like black jellyfish. Yeah. I just saw that there's a bridge going just right beside the rock formation. So maybe I can go there, I don't know. But there are also some construction workers. Yeah.
As you can see, there's a bridge just going along the rock formations, and if you follow this way, you should end up at the Gotha Beach, which is known for being in the Survivors TV show, but I was not allowed to walk on this bridge.
You can't go on the bridge because it's under construction, and the construction worker also said you can't go because they still film the Survivor TV show here. I don't know this TV show because I just don't watch TV, and yeah, so I'm going back to the resort, and for the afternoon I still have to figure out what to do. It's only 10 a.m. so I could either go on the short boat tour here, or there's also a church somewhere in the town.
So I went back to the resort because I wanted to think about what I should do now, For now, let me just show you where I had earlier walked. So I walked until this river here, and from here I just returned. In the distance you can see the town, so as you maybe can guess, I didn't walk for very much, maybe just for 1 kilometer or something like that. I haven't showed you where my resort is, so it was actually very close to the ocean. It should be somewhere here. And here again you can see the bridge where I earlier wanted to walk on. So I decided to go on a short boat tour, which only goes on for half a day. And here you can already see the area where the boat tour will take place. And you can also see a couple of islands, which I will visit in just a few moments.
Or closed. So I now know what to do, so I'm going to do the short boat trip. The boat is waiting. Success.
On the way to the first island, it went by the Gota beach. That's the location I earlier wanted to go to, so the bridge, which was broken, should lead to this beach. Eventually, it also went by the second island, but let's of course talk later about this island. And here I was enjoying the nice sea breeze. Well, you can already see the first island. It looks a little bit small, but I'm very soon going to be there and explore it for myself. Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect. The first thing I noticed was, strangely, the rock formation. It just looked super impressive. But let's just get off the boat and explore the island now.
First island stop of the tour, and the rock formation here looks incredible. Like, the rocks are very sharp and pointy. Let's just explore the whole island. I think you can also look at the other side. So
I made my way to the other side of the beach. It's really not that much. The middle of the island is a little bit like a sandbar, so you very easily can walk from one side to another. I was just casually strolling around the water when I suddenly saw a little jellyfish. I don't know if these are the poisonous ones which I talked earlier about.
I'm gonna go to the second island now, and yeah, it's just like paradise. Yeah, I saw a tiny jellyfish earlier. It was black. Maybe these are the not famous. You know, the jellyfish, which where you should be careful of.
From my current location, I was actually able to see the next island. And I don't know if you can see it, but there are a couple of boats along the seashore there. So I think it's going to be more crowded at that place.
Oh, careful.
Heading out the bay was a little difficult for the boatsman because of the corals. I think the boats right next to me also seem to struggle with the same problem.
I just learned that it's only 4 islands, so it's a very short boat tour. And yeah, it's kind of difficult for the driver to drive here because of the corals here.
Once the boat had made it out of the bay, the tour just continued normally. And the next island was not going to be very far. I mean, they are all very close. So between each island, it's maybe a 3 to 5 minute boat drive. As the boat was approaching the next location, I immediately noticed that here were lots of more visitors and also lots of boats along the seashore. And if you compare it to the first island, it definitely was a lot more crowded here.
I'm at the second island here, and it's a lot bigger than the first island. And I just had lunch a little bit. And by the way, the thing you see behind me is equipment for the Survivor TV show. Whoa, there's a sea snake in the water. There was just a sea snake in the water, and yeah, it was not very big. I saw it. It was maybe 4 meters away from me. It's very small, but yeah, they can kill you. So yeah, I actually wanted to like walk around this rock formation, but the snake is gone. But I'm too scared to now walk in the water. So I did just walk around the rock formation, and I saw another sea snake. And it was again not very far away, maybe 2 meters this time. Yeah, but here it's very beautiful. Paradise land.
I just kept walking through the water. I was a little scared because I had now seen 2 sea snakes. But I ended up at this stunning location. It was very quiet and peaceful there. I mean, that's how it normally is if you just walk a little bit away from the crowded places. This might sound a little bizarre, but I loved how the rock formations looked here. And honestly, I was really glad that most tourists didn't really go to this place. I mean, it was not even that big of an area, like it's just a small bay. But I was really glad that I was able to explore this place in peace.
I'm going back to the boat, and then I will visit the other 2 islands. And I just want to show you normally when it's high tide, the water goes until here. So under different circumstances, you can't even explore these beaches. And yeah, this is by the area where I earlier saw the sea snake. So let's just pray that I won't meet it again. Praying works. I'm on safe land again, and I didn't see any sea snake. And here you can see some people climbing up this rock formation. And I think on top of this island, somewhere over there, is a little lake. So I think they all just want to go to that lake. I mean, what other reasons would they have to climb this way up? But I'm not going to do that because it looks very dangerous, and there's like no rope also.
This way really led to a lagoon, as I later found out on Google, and I regret it maybe a little bit that I didn't climb up this rock formation, but you know, I can't change it. And by the way, I was able to look back at the first island, here it is, and also here on this beach where I am right now, where also equipment for the Survivors TV show. So they really filmed the parts of the show here. And yeah, now it's time to move on to the next island. This is the third island, and as you can see, there are 2 beaches here, and for some reason the boat's driver only went to this area. I mean, most of the boats only stopped here. I don't really know why, maybe the view is a little better, but let's be honest, everything looks amazing here. And just imagine being able to fly along this rock formation. Wow. And here again is the beach I didn't stop by. So far, this had been the smallest beach. So I spent my time looking around for some kind of secret hidden location. Maybe there's something, you know, behind these rock formations, or that I maybe would be able to look at the beach where I didn't stop by. But after looking around, I didn't really find anything like that. Looking back at the main island, I think what you see right now is some kind of luxury resort, and I believe each room is its own house. I wish I would have stayed here, honestly. Eventually, I went swimming for the first time. The whole boat tour I hadn't been, so I thought it would be quite place now. And I even went diving a little bit, but I only saw like very tiny fish, and that's it.
I'm at the third island, and oh, what is this? And it's just a very small island, and over there is, I think, a luxury resort or so. And the scenery is quite different here, which I love.
I think I saw everything at that area. I mean, it was not very big anyways, and so it was time to move on to the last island. I think the boat tour had started at around 11 o'clock, and now it was around 4 or so, something like that. Well, this is it, the last island, and from all the beaches I've been to that day, this definitely was the smallest one. I noticed a couple of people standing in between these rock formations here, so I was kind of intrigued and wanted to know where this place is going or what is there, so let's check that out now.
Last island of the tour. I saw some people going here. Maybe it leads to a hidden beach or so, because the island is very small. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks a little dangerous. Whoa, over there. Maybe it's just a viewpoint. Oh.
It was a little difficult and maybe slightly dangerous to climb these rocks up, but was it worth it? Yes, because once you find a little safe spot where you can stand, the view you will get is absolutely amazing.
Just look at this, isn't this amazing? Looks like paradise land. And it's getting quite windy, and one wrong step and I'm dead. And the question is how to go down now, because I think that will be a challenge.
I now had seen all islands, 4 in total. The tour maybe went on for half a day, 4 to 5 hours. So it was time to now return back to the resort. To wrap things up, these are all islands which I visited today. I mean, I saw so many places today, but honestly, I want to explore this area a little bit more, so I'm thinking about going on another boat tour.
So it's already evening, and I had dinner, and I just got a refreshment here, and I just wanted to talk about tomorrow. So tomorrow I want to do the long island trip, and then I don't know if we will take the whole day, I mean, and then in the afternoon I also want to maybe visit the old church there in the city. So yeah, and good night.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay tuned for the next episode in Caramoan. So if you liked the video, please give a like and subscribe. Bye bye.